be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Steamrolls his way ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Owls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They run the reverse. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Navy will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for space, it's Chapman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Looking downfield, it's Horvat. A little release to the back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The give to the back. Still running at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throwing on the run. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Navy.
Dropping back, it's Horvat. Setting up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Sticks it in his belly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It touches him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Navy quick to the line. Fullback's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give them a bone.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's an awesome-looking carry. You know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Rides the back on the option, the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Complete in the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's the pressure. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. It's complete to the right. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rush is on him. Looking for a big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Navy will have to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical, they've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Navy offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Give to the big fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll ride the hot hand.
He's brought down at the 35. 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the fullback. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And the big fella, usually blocks, but has a nice little run and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are really strong. They're usually strong tacklers. Did a good job getting the big fella to the ground. Just gave up a little too many yards.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They've got the screen set up. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Navy! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A 1st half of no points, 0-0. Now in the 3rd quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 6 over Liberty. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Navy will go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Goes to the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here's the handoff. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the option. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Alexander. Nice move there. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Navy will go back on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gets the back moving. Gets it to the back. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on third down. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Lost one deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The give to the fullback. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
One thing you know with this guy, at fullback, he's not going to fumble the football, and I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the fourth quarter with the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. It's an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play you can run to be successful.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Corners are going to bail. To the air, it's Jenkins. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Just keeps moving. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Walker.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And the Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Walker. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting...
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Now they'll run the draw. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer.